Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kirker this afternoon bringing you Mid-Illini Conference baseball action between the Metamora Redbirds and the Canton Little Giants. Metamora won Monday night's contest over in Canton 10-2. Tonight, they take the field in windswept Al Mulberry Field. It's pretty windy out here, but it's not raining, so that's a good thing. But Metamora will take the field tonight. I'll give you the starting lineup first for Canton. Cash Van Houten. The pitcher will also lead off, a freshman who has a bright future throwing the baseball. He's a very, very good pitcher. Austin Wright, the catcher, will bat second. Miles Hoops, the shorts, will play shortstop and bat third. Good name for a basketball player. Maddox Helfrich, the first baseman. Sam Perry, the left fielder. Colin Johnson, the second baseman for Canton. Christian Lowe, the third baseman. Easton Orrig, the DH. He'll be hitting for Drake Hefner, the right fielder. And Braden Munson, the center fielder for Canton. For Metamora, Avery Grebner will lead off and play center. Drew Ludicky will play second base. A.J. Stone at at first. Tyler Mason at short. Drew Melody at third. Stephen Petrie at catcher. Jack Graff at right field. Gavin O'Laughlin will be pitching. And Gage Diesel in left field for Metamora. Won't be a PA announcer tonight at the game, but our last broadcast for baseball was Friday night. Metamora kind of got it handed to them a little bit by the Washington Panthers. Washington, awfully good baseball team, though. Nothing to be really ashamed with about that. They were awfully good. Metamora got back into the winning ways on Monday night. I believe Metamora comes into this contest at 5-9. As we wait for Cash Van Houten to come to the dish. First one's low and outside for a ball. That's over the left fielder's head. That'll be a double for Van Houten. Ball's hit pretty good. Can't tell. Was that did the wind help him a little bit there? So it's a kind of a cross breeze here. Brings up Austin Wright. A tough pickoff throw for a catcher to throw down to second base. Tree does have a pretty good arm, and that's still a tough play. Don't see that very often. Yeah, he looks safe to me. One and one the count. Pretty nice play by Stone to get the runner at first, or the batter first for the first out of the inning. But that moves the runner up to third base. One out, runner on third. Brings up Miles Hoops. And that'll be an RBI. It's a pretty good job by Canton there. Pretty good team offense there. Brings up Maddox Helfrich. Run ball to. Nice job by Mason. For Canton. One run on one hit. No one left. We go to the bottom of the first. Canton's up 1-0. First three batters for the Redbirds in this bottom half of the inning. Rebner, Ludicky, and Stone. Once you get set up, so you get in on the pitch. Hold it steady on the pitch. Avery Grebner steps into the batter's box. This one's inside for a ball. Pretty good cut. This kid brings it pretty good. For a 14 or 15-year-old kid, wow. Safe at first. Grebner gets down the line really fast. Reminiscent of course, Tom Hagen. Brings up Drew Luedecke, second baseman. Hero last Wednesday evening. Throws over to first. Grebner back easily. So they throw out Grebner trying to steal. Pretty good throw by the catcher. A real quick tag by the second baseman. Thought he might have gotten in there, but they called him out. I'm not sure what the count is right now. It's up and out of play. Ooh, boy. Brings up A.J. Stone, 2 down here in this inning already. It started off promising, but pitch is low and away. Going to be 3 unassisted. No runs, 1 hit, no one left. We go to the top of the second inning. Canton up 1-0. Due up for the Little Giants will be Sam Perry, Colin Johnson, and Christian Lowe. ahead and go bet on the batter. There's pitches in there for a strike. Another nice pitch. Ball up and out. Evens it up at 2-2. Worked his way back to a full count. Oh, nice pitch. Struck him out. Came back and got the strikeout. Brings up Colin Johnson. Ball's up just a little bit, probably a little bit out too. Calling that a strike. One and two. Oh, nice job. Another strikeout for O'Loughlin. Brings up Christian Lowe. Oh, and to the count. O'Loughlin can strike out the side. Oh, nice. Nice play by Petrie. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Canton still out in front, 1-0. Two up for the Redbirds, Mason, Drew Melody, and Stephen Petrie. Tyler Mason steps in. First one's in there for a strike. And Houghton throws strikes, that's for sure. Well, that's a fair ball down the left field line, and Mason leads off with a single. Nicely hit ball. Brings up Drew Melody, third baseman. Ball looks like maybe a little bit outside. It's a fielder's choice. They'll get Mason at second base. Brings up Stephen Petrie, the catcher. First one's in there first. Boy, that looked a little high. Wow. A little low. Another one a little low. Couldn't tell what he called there. 3-1 the count, though, so it must have been 2-2. Petrie strikes out. Brings up Jack Graff. There's another one caught stealing. Wow. So for Metamora, one hit, no one left, no runs. We go to the top of the third inning. Canton still out in front. 3-0. 3-1. Or 1-0. I'm thinking of the Cubs score. It's 1-0. For Canton is Easton Orig, EH, and Brandon Munson, number 9 hitter. And then back to the top for the Canton Little Giants. Oh, pretty good play by Ludicky, but he just couldn't get the handle. Pretty nice effort there. That's a base hit. Brings up Braden Munson. Nobody down here in this top of the third. Oh, nice play by O'Loughlin, but they don't get the guy at first. They do get the lead runner. And we'll go back to the top of the batting order for Canton. Be Cash Van Out, the leadoff hitter. He doubled and scored Canton's only run. Nice job. One down here in the inning. Three and one the count on Van Houten. They walk him. One down in the inning. Canton has runners at first and second. Brings up Austin Wright. He grounded to second base his first time up. That'll move the runner up 90 feet to third base. And Houghton stayed at first. And it brings in Miles Hoops. He flew out to center field and got an RBI back in the first. Petrie's going to have to do a good job of keeping the ball in front of him. You don't want them to get a 2-run lead. Pretty good play by Ludicky to just knock the ball down. I don't think Petrie had a good feel of the ball. Ooh. That goes over Grebner's head. That scores both runs. Maddox Helfrich. He grounded out to Mason to end the first. Good pitch. Call that a ball? And that'll be a walk. Canton has had all kinds of base runners here today. We have it. Go up for Canton Sam Perry. 2 down here in the inning. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. He stays alive. Ooh, strike 3. Pretty nice pitch by O'Loughlin. For Canton. Two runs on 2 hits. 2 runners left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Redbirds trail 3-0. Due up for the Redbirds. Graff, O'Loughlin, and Diesel. just has to get a few base runners and get some timely hitting. Should be fine. Here's Jack Graff to lead off this bottom of the third. Pitch is up and away. I don't know what the count is. Can't tell what the count is. It's got to be pretty close to a full count. Ooh, struck him out. Ooh. Brings up Gavin O'Loughlin. Hopefully Gavin can help himself here. That's a good shot by O'Loughlin. Hits it off the third baseman's glove and we get a base hit. It'll bring in Gage Diesel, left fielder. And there'll be a courtesy runner. I can't see who that is. Courtesy running for Jackson Tyra. And Jackson Tyra comes into courtesy run for O'Loughlin. Makes it 1-1. Ooh, hits him by pitch. First time today we've had two runners on. And we go back to the top with Avery Grebner. He had a base hit, but got caught stealing back in the first. Nice if Avery could find a gap somewhere and get at least one run in. One down here in the inning. One and one. Grebner's going to have to work now. Down in the count, 1-2. Oh, that's off the third baseman, and he's going to score. And that'll get a runner to third, and Grebner moves up to second base. Good job by Metamora. I'm going to say that's a base hit. Brings up Drew Luedeke with runners in scoring position. One down here in the inning. It's just a little wide of third. Luedeke struck out in the first. Strike. 0-2 the count. He's going to have to work. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Might have caught a break. I'll take it. One and two. Oh, that's a base hit. That's going to score 2 runs. Good job by Luedeke. He's going to try for 2, and he'll get in easily. And he ties it up at 3. Good inning so far by Metamora. Brings in A.J. Stone with a runner in scoring position. Nice base running by Luedeke, though. A.J. Stone, he grounded out to the first baseman back in the first. Luedecke did that. He was down in the count 1 and 2, and nice job of hitting there. Oh, and 2 to Stone. Stone grounds out to the second baseman, but Luedecke takes third. And that brings in Tyler Mason. He had a base hit back in the second inning. If Mason can give the Redbirds a lead, base hit, be nice. Take a run any way we can get it, though. Wild pitch, pass ball, anything. Ooh. Whoa, that was close. For Metamora, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left. We go to the top of the 4th, all tied up at 3. Due up for Canton, Colin Johnson, Christian Lowe, and Easton Orig. One and one the count. Swung at that one, came up empty. We must have gotten a little bit of that to stay alive. Okay, that's going to be down. Graf got over there in a hurry to keep the runner from stretching that into a double. Got to have a shutdown inning this, and you come back, you've tied the score at 3. You don't want to give him the lead back. That brings up Christian Lowe. He struck out back in the second. Petrie does like to show off the arm, doesn't he? And you've got a good arm like that. There's no reason not to. One on, nobody out. Ooh. Just barely stayed alive there. Still a full count. Need it out here. He walks him. Not what you wanted to do here in this inning after your team has just come back to tie it. They'll bring in Easton Orick. Get a base hit back in the third inning. But he's going to have to eat it. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Now you just got to minimize the damage. It brings up Brandon Munson. He had a fielder's choice back in the third inning also. And you've got to work out of it, minimize the damage. Your team's proven that you can score some runs. Nice. Or just step on the plate and he's out. One down here in the inning. That's a big out. Brings up their leadoff hitter, Cashman Houghton, pitcher. He's got a double and scored a run, and he's walked and scored a run. He's been a thorn in our side. He's only a freshman. See if O'Loughlin can work his way out of this jam. They finally get Van Outen out, but he gets an RBI, brings up Austin Wright. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman, and he had a sacrifice fly back in the third. Canton retakes the lead, 4-3, in the top half of the fourth. Good pitch. Good job by O'Loughlin. He loads the bases with nobody out. Comes back, allows one run, but that's a job of settling down and getting out of a pretty tight mess. For Canton, 1 run on 2 hits, 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Redbirds trail 4-3. For Metamora, Drew Medley. Drew Melody comes up. Ooh, it's cold out here. Drew Melody. Stephen Petrie and Jack Graff. Melody hit into a fielder's choice back in the second. Then got caught stealing. Petrie struck out, and so did Jack Graff in the third inning. This Metamora can put together a nice inning like they did last inning. Melody will lead off this bottom of the fourth. Game's moving along pretty nicely. All a little bit low. Good eye by Melody. Good job. Nice eye. Evens it out. Oh, it's a full count now. My bad. Oh, nice bat. Melody takes the walk. It brings in Stephen Petrie. He struck out back in the second. And that'll be wide of third. 0-2. He strikes out. First out of the inning. That brings in Jack Graff. He also struck out back in the third. Led off the inning. Big inning for Metamora in the third inning. Scored 3 runs. Ball inside. Ball in. Ooh. 2-1 the count. Nice job. 3-1 the count. Oh, nice job. Another nice at bat. That'll bring up Gavin O'Loughlin. Once again, he has a chance to help himself, trailing by 1 run. Right at him. Boy, he didn't have to move much. Lachlan put a pretty good charge into that one for the second out of the inning. Brings in Gage Diesel. He was hit by a pitch. He scored the Redbirds' second run. He gets it again. And Houghton must not like Mr. Diesel. So that loads the bases. It brings in Avery Grebner with 2 runners in scoring position. Boy, as a coach, that's what you don't like. The bases are full, 2 walks and a hit batsman. That's tough. Good job. Grebner is 2 for 2. He has an RBI single back in the third. Got to let off the game with the third or the single. Got caught stealing. He's 2 for 2. One and one the count. Pretty good play by Van Houten. Man, he got off the mound in a hurry. 4 Metamora, no runs, no hits. 3 men left. We go to the top of the 5th. Redbirds trail 4-3. Due up for Canton, Hoops, Helfrich, and Perry. All up. 2-0 the count. 21 the count. Three and one the count. Oh, that must have been. There must have been another strike in there somewhere. Had to have been. Brings in Maddox Helfrich. He is 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop, and then reached a walk back in the third. Oh. Oh, ooh, boy. Mason stays with it. Makes a nice strong throw, 6-3. That brings up Sam Perry. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Play nice inning for O'Loughlin there. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Redbirds trail 4-3. Two up for the Redbirds, Ludicky, Stone, and Mason. Drew Ludicky had a double back in the 3rd with 2 RBIs. If it wasn't so windy, this would be beautiful out here tonight. Job by Ludicky. Ooh, struck him out. A.J. Stone, he's 0 for 2, grounded out to the second baseman back in the third inning. And he hit that one a ton. That's up against the wall, and Stone will get at least 2. Nice job by Stone. That brings in Tyler Mason, 1 for 2. A base hit back in the second. Boy, that ball was crushed by Stone. That's over his head. That's over his head. That'll be up against the wall, and that'll score Stone, and they're just going to trade positions. Good job by Mason, and he ties it up. That brings up Drew Melody. Pretty nice cut there. Oh. I'll say that's still a fielder's choice. No. Actually, that's got to be a base hit because he never got anybody. So runners at the corners with 1 away here in this fifth inning, all tied up at 4. Stephen Petrie up to bat. He's kind of wearing the collar right now. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He's due. And Melody just takes second base. That's good base running. So now Melody just has to work it now. We got 2 runners in scoring position now. That was Petrie, my bad. Brings in Jack Graff. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's also got a base on ball. Needs a base hit now. They'll score both runs, or should score both runs. Ball a little low. just a little outside. Three and 0. That'll walk him. Brings in Gavin O'Loughlin. He's 1 for 2. Has a chance to help himself here. And that's going to score the go-ahead run on a swinging strike. Like, did he? I thought he swung. Maybe he didn't. So all the runners moved up one base. Redbirds take a 5-4 lead. All outside. I believe that evens it up at 2. 2 and 2 with 2 outs. All up. Struck him out. For Metamora, 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 runners left. Redbirds take the lead, 5-4 as we head to the 6th. For Canton, Colin Johnson, Christian Lowe, and Easton Orig due up for the Canton Little Giants. As we head into the sixth inning, Colin Johnson comes to bat. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit in the fourth. He scored a run in that same fourth inning. Nice play by Diesel. Lachlan must be getting close to his pitch allotment. Redbirds get their bullpen up and running. Can't tell who it is, but one down here in the sixth. Oh, right at kind of a soft liner right at Mason. Quickly 2 down here in the inning. Brings in Eastern Oregon. He's 2 for 2 with 2 base hits, 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth. The Tom Hagen kind of stat line. We've had 1 clean inning so far for Metamora. He struck out the side in the second. 0-2, 1-2. Both teams seem to have guys warming up in the bullpen. Looks like Canton's got both a right-hander and a left-hander. No, both. No, there's a left-hander and a right-hander over there. Metamora just going with there. He's just stretching out so far. Oh, struck him out. Good inning for Metamora. Canton had no runs, no hits, no one left. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Redbirds on top, 5-4. Due up for the Redbirds, Gage Diesel. He's been hit by a pitch both times. So he's no official at bat. Then we go to the top with Avery Grebner and then Drew Ludicky. Nice sunny day here at Al Mulberry Field. Don't forget, we'll be covering the softball makeup game on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Metamora will be playing, I believe it's Limestone. Yep, they will be playing Limestone. Kent has a new number 9 for is Sam Perry. He comes in to pitch for the Canton Little Giants. Not sure what other changes they must have made because he was their starting, I believe, center fielder. Is their starting left fielder, so it looks like they maybe have a new left fielder. What's this kid's number out here? We'll switch over here in just a minute. Dylan Dudek comes into play left field, and he replaces, well, I'm sure Van Houten still will come back in to hit if they get to him. Go up for the Redbirds, like I said, Diesel, and then Grebner and Ludicky. Be nice to get a couple insurance runs here. Quickly 2-0 on the hitter. And he'll get a walk. It's a good way to start this inning. I said Metamora would love to get a couple insurance runs. He's up the top of the order with Avery Grebner. He is 2 for 3. Diesel back easily. That's not Avery Grebner. I'm not sure who it is. I'm not sure why Avery takes a strike for strike 3. It brings up Drew Ludicky. One down, one on. Even a nice swing. Comes up empty, though. Ludicky is 1 for 3. He's got 2 strikeouts and a big 2 RBI double back in the 3rd inning. That was a big inning for Metamora. Ball's up. That's going to fall in between, and that's going to get at least a runner to 3rd. He'll stop at 3rd. And Diesel will score. That's a big, big run for Metamora. No RBI. He took home on the errant throw. Still a nice piece of hitting by Ludicky. And that brings up A.J. Stone. Redbirds now with a 6-4 lead. Oh, that's just, they weren't paying attention, and Luedecke just took third base. Smart base running right there. A.J. Stone has a chance now to drive this run home with just a fly ball. Any kind of contact, I think, is going to full count on Stone. Last time up, he doubled, got the ball all the way to the wall. That hit him. That brings up Tyler Mason. Had a nice day. RBI double his last time up. He got a base hit back in the second. He grounded out to the third baseman back in the third. Runners at the corners with just one out here in this bottom half of the sixth. I think that's a ball. That's going to go out of play. Coach Riddle had the runner at first moving on that pitch. I like that hit and run there. That put some pressure on the Canton defense. Hit and run. I like that. And they'll get the runner at the plate. One on a contact play there. It brings in Drew Melody. 1 for 2. They got runners at first and second with 2 down. Redbirds with the 2-run lead. Ooh. Okay. You know, that's okay to take that pitch. You've only got 1 strike on you, and that was just a good pitcher's pitch right there. You got to protect now, but rather see him take that than ground weakly back to the first baseman. took that nicely too. Melody's seeing the ball really well right now. That's two hit by pitches in this inning. And I don't have the complete roster here. Shoot. Might be Jackson Tyra, maybe. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Metamora has gotten a run in. Only 1 hit, a double by Drew Ludicky. Or if he can, Metamora can scratch another run across, that would look huge. Go up 7-4 in the last inning. Ball side and wide. I always thought a real good pickoff move with the bases loaded. The first baseman is going to be playing off the base. He's not going to hold that runner at first. But if he sneaks in after the pitch, that runner at first usually is sleeping, and you can catch him napping, and sometimes you can pick him off. Sometimes that's an easier play than throwing down to third. And that'll be ball 4, and Tyra gets the base on ball. Couple insurance runs. That brings in Jack Graff. Boy, left-handers all like that low inside pitch, and when they see it, sometimes their eyes just light up. And you see that at every level. Love that inside low pitch. That's in there for a strike. It is trouble, and Metamora gets a run in. And that brings in Gavin O'Loughlin. Bases loaded. Redbirds up 8-4. 3 runs here in this bottom half of the 6th inning. That's good baseball. That'll get down, and that'll get scored 2 runs there. And that'll bring up Gage Diesel. He'll be the 10th batter of this inning for Metamora. He led off with a base on ball back in the when he led off this inning here in the 6th. So he gets to bat twice. 10-4 is the Redbirds lead. Bud Van Houten pitched really well for Canton, though. Promising freshman right-hander. Had a couple of hits. Good-looking player. And that'll be the 2nd time Diesel's walked here in this inning. We go back up to the top. I can't tell who's batting. What number is that? Is that Grebner? That's Grebner, number 5. He comes back in to hit. He's 2 for 3. Looks like that was a strike. That's a foul ball wide of 3rd down the left field line. This would have been a tough game had this been at night. A little bit chillier, probably. Tom might have had to wear a full set of jeans. Ooh, that's a defensive swing. One and two to count on Grebner. Grebner strikes out. for Metamora. 5 runs on just 3 hits. 3 men left. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Redbirds out in front, 10-4. 2 up for Canton. We got number 9, Braden Munson, and then to the top with Van Houten and then Wright. Braden Munson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. First pitch is in there for a strike. I thought the key to this game, though, 4th inning when they loaded the bases, nobody out, and O'Loughlin was able to wiggle out of it and only allow 1 run. That was really good pitching. So that was squeaked through for a hit. Pretty good effort there by Mason. Go back to the top of the order with Van Houten. He is 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly in the 4th. That was their only run after they loaded the bases with nobody out. Three and one the count. Nobody out here in this 7th inning. Runner on first. That'll be a walk. I don't think he'll be making a pitching change. They just got down here to start throwing. Austin Wright, the hitter for Canton, he is 0 for 1. He has a sacrifice fly in the third, and he struck out. He's 0 for 2 and a strikeout in the fourth. A nice play by Mason. People were yelling in the dugout for that. That was just good heads-up baseball, though. The sun's coming out. He's going to start showing the sun's out, guns out. Brings up Miles Hoops. He's 1 for 2 with a double in the third with 2 RBIs, and then he struck out in the fifth. 1 out here in this top of the seventh. Everybody's safe on that one. Brings up Maddox Helfrich. He is 0 for 2. He walked in the third. Ooh, nice pitch. Struck him out. Nice job by O'Loughlin. Redbirds win 10-4. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a chat with head coach Tony Riddle. Metamora wins 10-4.